Hi, a unique model, aka Shantae Renee P for Positivity, and this is a channel for love and for healing. I want you to know that love begins with you, and it absolutely does. Be the love you want to see manifest in your life, and it will come. So this is just a message that I actually got this morning, but I've been noticing I have actually been doing this over the past few months, and the message is become the observer instead of the reactor. So certain situations that have been happening around me, not exactly to me, but around me or to someone connected to me, I have been in a place where I am more of an observer and maybe a supporter instead of actually interfering into whatever is going on. Now, I have interceded with maybe a comment or maybe a prayer, but I have not been interacting with things that basically don't really concern me on a whole. This is a season where people are uptight, they're aggravated, they're angry, they're impatient, and some of us are being called to be, I'm hearing a voice of reason or a place of peace for these people as we are observing these different type of situations, circumstances, scenarios. And when you are becoming the observer, you look at things from an eagle's eye perspective, from way up above, and you're able to see the entirety of a situation of where everybody is coming from. And I'm getting like the scale so balanced. You can see everybody's point of view. So you're basically leaving judgment out of it, which is, a hard thing for most of us to do, to leave judgment out of the equation. But the more you heal, the less you judge, and mainly you're judging yourself. And when you judge other people, it's something within them that is within you, and you're judging yourself and someone else. if you understand what I'm saying. So take time to think things through before you react and become the observer. It does take practice. It takes a while. It takes going through certain things, certain challenges to actually become the observer. But I tell you, it is possible. It is actually way better than being in the thick of everything, because everything is not your battle. Everything is not your fight. And to be coming out of warrior mode for me, it is a wonderful feeling, because I feel like I've been in warrior mode for so long, and I'm like, it's time to rest. It's time to rest. And that's what becoming the observer actually does. It lets you know, the battle is not yours. It's the Lord's, it's the universe, it's spirits, it's your angels, it's your ancestors. You don't have to fight every battle. So when you become the observer, you can see things from a higher perspective. You tend to see things more clearly. You see things without judgment. And I'm getting a message that someone had given to me, and it was actually over a year ago. And she told me, I had a reading. She told me that I was going to get to a place where I would be interacting with people, and they may be having like a bad day, and it's not going to affect my mood, and I'm going to be like, it's okay, you're not there yet, but we're okay. So, and it's crazy because that's actually where I am. And it's been at least a year and a half since that happened, and I was like, I'm not going to get there. But guess what? I have arrived where I can not react every time someone else is reacting to something, which is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And it helps me to maintain my peace and my balance and my serenity. So hopefully you can get that. Just saw 5:05 on the clock, and that might be a sync for someone. So fives are great change. So that is all I have for this message. Sending you loving healing. I appreciate you. Make sure you appreciate yourself, and remember, happiness is homemade. Feed yourself some good shit. Mind, body, and spirit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.